Hey everybody, it's David and I'm back with another video. So today we're going to pick up where we left off on the journey through my CD collection. It's going to be uh, part 8 of the letter S, and this will be the final one. So next week we will start a new letter. Yay! So, with that, let's get started. This one's just a couple group. Let's see, there's a couple groups, actually 3 groups, and a solo artist in this section of the S's. So, first up is Super Chick, and this is Karaoke Superstars. This is their debut. They had an independent release before this one, but this is their debut major label album. This one came out in 2001 on In Pop Records. They're all over the board on the genres, and I mean they're like pop and punk and rock and R&B and rap and everything. They've been compared to like No Doubt and Avril Lavigne. So, but this is their debut. This has got the song Barlow Girl, which is a tribute to fellow Christian rock band the Barlow Girls. And then there's of course Karaoke Superstars, which is the title of the album. One Girl Revolution, yeah. So, you know, just a pretty cool album, pretty cool debut. And this is the follow-up to that album, Last One Picked, 2002, on In Pop Records. Features the songs So Bright, Hero, and We All Fall. Not my favorite Super Chick album, but not a bad one. Next up is Beauty from Pain. This one came out in 2005 on In Pop Records. This one's got Anthem, We Live, 2 big songs from them, Stand in the Rain, Pure, and also Stories Down to the Bottom featuring Toby Mac. So that's and this is actually my favorite Super Chick album. It's a good album. So that's Beauty from Pain, Super Chick. And here's the follow-up to that one, Rock What You Got, from 2008 on In Pop Records. If you can, look up Super Chick Cross the Line and check out that music video. That music video is awesome. This also has Rock, of course, Rock What You Got, the title track. Plus plus Alive and Hey Hey and Hold. Yeah. This would be their last studio album. Yeah, before they would disband. This is just a remix album called Reinvention. Just remixes of, you know, Cross the Line, Rock What You Got, Karaoke Superstar, Hey Hey, Bowling Ball, Pure, yeah, a few other ones. Just your standard remix album. Some of them are good, some of them aren't. And then this is their last album, Recollection. This is just pretty much a greatest hits. There are a couple. I think there are. No, there's not. I thought there was a couple new songs. Yeah, there might be a few of them, like Hope, Sunshine, 5 Minutes at a Time, This Is the Time. Yeah. Yeah, before this album came out, they had decided to take a break because their drummer came down with cancer. So they were like, let's just take a break and let's just go do other stuff. Let him go through what he's doing, and then when he's done and beats it, we'll go back and we'll pick up where we left off. Well, that didn't happen because he ended up dying of, I forget what type of cancer he had. So when he did, they decided to put this out, and they decided to end the band because they didn't feel like going on without him. So this was their final release. Next up, this is the first solo album from Michael Sweet, entitled Michael Sweet. This is like the best album at the time that I had ever heard. I mean, it's got, Together, Take Me Home, All This in Heaven 2, Someday, JESUS, Think You Hear Me Knockin', Ain't No Safe Way. Oh man, I mean, this thing just kicks from first song to the last song. And I think I'd heard a couple Stryper songs, growing up, but I never really got into them. My parents were more into Southern gospel, so that's really what, I had to listen to growing up. But when this album came out, and I bought it on cassette, yeah, that's how long ago it came out, cassette, and oh man, it was just awesome. Because, my cousins had Stryper albums before. So I had heard a couple songs here and there. And at the time, I really wasn't like, yeah, okay. But after hearing this, I became a Michael Sweet fan. I mean, and so then I went back and started listening to Stryper, and yeah. So this is my favorite Michael Sweet solo album right here. And then he followed up that one with in 1995 with Real. And compared to his debut, the one before, this was softer and mellower and just didn't, rock as much as the other one did. And this one has an acoustic version of Always There For You by Stryper. So he does his own version of it, acoustic version of Always There For You. Plus, let's see, Real is a good song, and The River is good. Ticket to Freedom. Heaven Waits For You. Yeah, a good album. Michael Sweet, Real. And from 2019, here's his album 10. It's not too bad. I prefer his other solo album. I mean, there's some good songs on it. And yeah. Autograph. Yeah. This is a good album. I like it. There's a lot of good songs on here. But I would, if I had to pick between what Michael Sweet album I'd want to listen to, it would be his first one. Yeah. But there's Forget and Forgive, 10, Shine, Let It Be Love, When Love Is Hated, Son of Man, just a good album. But like I said, if I had to pick, I'd pick his debut album. And then this is from 2021, Reborn Again, released by Girder Music. This was supposed to be his solo album instead of it becoming a Stryper album back in 2005, I think. But I guess the guys heard it and wanted to make a Stryper album out of it. So that's what they did. And so Michael went back and recorded it his own a few years ago and put this out. And so, I mean, it's still a good album. I like it. Um, but yeah. So there you go. And this is Switch and their album called Symphony or Sympathy. Symphony? Symphony, okay. Yeah, they're just a Christian R&B pop group. So, yeah, it's okay. Not the best album, but okay. Next up, Switchfoot, Legend of Chen. This is the debut album from these guys in 1997 on Rethink Music. A Christian punk, not punk, Christian rock album or group, Christian rock group. Sorry about the stupid dog in the background, but you know. The follow-up to this one from 1999, New Way to Be Human. This one actually had a few hits for him off this record. New Way to Be Human, Only Hope, I Turn Everything Over, Something More, and Let It Be Enough. That's Switchfoot, New Way to Be Human. Learning to Breathe, their third album, came out in 2000. This has You Already Take Me There, Learning to Breathe, and an early version of Dare You to Move. You can start to hear it in this one where they're starting to get a little bit, tighter, and they're getting better. And this one is a good album. This one is good. Now from 2003, this is their album, The Beautiful Letdown, which once this album came out, they exploded with songs like More Than Fine, Meant to Live, Gone, Ammunition, another newer version of Dare You to Move, This Is Your Life, and of course, also there was On Fire, Adding to the Noise, 24. It's just, this is just an awesome album. This is probably their best album that they've ever put out. And it's their first album for Sony Music. Next up from 2005 is their fifth album, Nothing is Sound. This one has the hits "Stars" and "We Are One Tonight." Plus, this also has "The Shadows Prove the Sunshine," um, "Lonely Nation." Yep. 2005, Switchfoot, "Nothing to Sound." From 2006, this is their next album, "Oh Gravity." This one um, came out on Columbia Records. This one has "Awakening," "Dirty Second Hands," "American Dream," "Let Your Love Be Strong." So, just another solid effort from these guys. In 2008, this is their "The Best Yet" album. Only features one new song on it, and that's "This Is Home." Then plus, you got your regular stuff on here like "Meant to Live," um, "Dare You to Move," "The Beautiful Letdown," "This Is Your Life." Yeah. Their seventh album from 2009, "Love Hurricane," or "Hello Hurricane," sorry. This was this came out on their, I think it was their label called Lowercase People. It's got the hit songs "Mess of Me," "Always," "The Sound," "Your Love Is a Song," and "Bullet Soul." So, from 2009, "Hello Hurricane" from Switchfoot. From 2011, this is their 10th album, also on Lowercase People Records. This is "Vice Versa." This one has a lot of good songs on it. This one's got "Dark Horses," "Restless," "Afterlife," the original, "Where I Belong." Yep. From 2014. Hold on. Oh. Vice Versa was not their 10th album, it was their 8th album, sorry. From 2014, this is their 9th album, "Fading West." This was another big hit album for them. This one had "Who We Are," "Love Alone Is Worth the Fight," Let It Out, When We Come Alive. Yeah, just a great album, and it was on the Atlantic Records label. One of my favorite albums. This was right up there with The Beautiful Let Down as their best albums. Now here is their 10th album, Where the Light Shines Through, from 2016. Their only album that they released on Vanguard Records. This one has Looking for America featuring Lecrae, also Live It Well, I Won't Let You Go, Where the Light Shines Through, Float. From 2016, Where the Light Shines Through from Switchfoot. Now these last two albums, I had some really hard time listening to them. Now, I don't know, there's just something about them, I just couldn't get into them. But this is their 11th album, The Native Tongue, from 2019 on Fantasy Records. They do have a few good songs on here. All I Need, Voices, and Joy Invincible. But other than that, the rest of the album just didn't do anything for me. So. And then here's their last album that they put out, their 12th album from 2021, called Interrobang. I guess that's how you say it. I don't know. This is also from on Fantasy Records. Yeah, again, it was. I just could not get into it. Fluorescent is a good song. Yeah, that's really the only song I like off this album. It just sucks because I love Switchfoot. As you can tell, I love Switchfoot. I have every single album they put out. So, it just sucks. But if the group's been around long enough, they eventually will have albums that you don't really care for. I mean, take Stryper. I mean, all their albums up to Against the Law were good. Against the Law, I just did not like that album. Everything after has been awesome. So, I don't know. It's just one of those things. But, anyway, that's it for this video. If you stayed this long, hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. So you can keep up to date on all these videos. Because I've been working on one that's going to take over once I get done with a journey through my CD collection I think you guys are going to like. So, until then, have a good day.